a little bit here. Hey,
We're back.
we're back. It's been a while. It's been a minute, as the kids say. Kids still say it's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's been a minute.
No.
No, that was a thing. Not that long ago. Didn't last very long, though, apparently. But anyway, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Online school.
Online. That's right. You're still online.
Going back on Tuesday.
Oh, why not? Oh, because Monday you have off. 3-day weekend for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be big. Plus, it's super nice out.
Yes.
So we might have to do a breakdown of your three-day weekend here in a little bit and see what a 13-year-old in 2020 does when they have a three-day weekend. Right on. So I'm back in school. So I'm out of the house all
You're
day,
back and
every day.
I'm out.
And you're out. So we flip-flop there for a little bit. So I'm back in the classroom this week. Feels good. It's really, really nice. The students are excited to be back. I'm excited to be back. Pardon me, audience, for a second. Take a look at the TV. What happened?
I have no idea. I noticed
There's
that
like a
too.
big splash of something across the TV. It needs to be.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird. It looks like somebody sprayed something on it.
And it just dried.
Yeah. All right. Little inside baseball there. We don't have to edit that out. You're all set. I just wanted to say something so I'd remember about it later. Students are back. They're excited. A lot of them went home and then came back to the dorms, but they had to come back in waves and pass a COVID test in order to be admitted back into their housing. So it was really interesting to hear the stories, talk to a lot of them about what'd you do, and was your roommate here, and did your roommate go home, and how many people were on campus, and all these different stories. And it was very interesting to hear how different all the stories were. Because normally one of the things about college is everybody's kind of in the same place, doing the same thing, experiencing similar ideas, and this is not the case at all.
Yeah.
Everybody's just kind of all over the place. Oh no, I decided to move home, or now I moved in with my cousin, or now everybody's making all kinds of different decisions. It's really interesting, and I wish the students could stress out about the speech that they're supposed to give next week instead of all this other garbage. Because it really would be a difficult thing. I don't know. Stressing out about schoolwork is one particular type of stress, and then moving in and going off to college because I'm mostly freshmen. You think it'll be back to normal when you go? That's like 5 years.
I don't know.
Better be. Better be when something else happened. If it's not, right? 5 years. Can you imagine 5 years
Of this.
of this? 5 years of
That's
this?
so sad to think about.
It would be very sad to think about. So let's not.
Let's not
Think
live in the
about
moment.
it. Yeah, five more years of it. What are you most looking forward to about college? Maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna let the question sit. Go for it.
Just leaving.
Really?
Okay, well, not like, oh yay, I get to leave, but like just starting new.
Yes.
I don't know. So me and my neighbor friend, we've always talked about, she's always talked about how she wants to go to the same college as me, and oh, it'll be so much fun, we'll be roommates. And I'm like, in my head, I've always thought that's not going to happen. I really want to go somewhere where nobody else.
I'm happy to hear you say that. I think there's a lot of value in that.
So I was like on my phone the other day, and I saw a TikTok of these people who went to college in Hawaii and all their experiences and stuff, and it just looked so cool. And I was thinking about, I was like, why would I want to go to Madison when I can go anywhere? So
There's nothing wrong. First of all, there's nothing wrong with Madison. Madison would be just fine.
yeah, Madison would be great, but I was just thinking, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely gonna change.
You could. You love to travel. You love going different places. When we travel, you love it. You get a little homesick and you get this, but man, do you get a kick out of it. Yeah.
When I have fun, then I love it. Obviously.
So I would not be surprised to see you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to the East Coast. I've never been to the East Coast. I want to meet some people. And then you decide to do that. But maybe not. I don't know. Maybe end up. I don't want you to think in terms of what college you want to go to when you're 13.
Yeah, I just
But it's
wanna
cool
go
to hear you say that you want to
someplace
go
cool.
and get a fresh start and meet new people and do new things and get away from your family. It's fine.
Because
So-
I've always
okay.
been at the same school my entire life. I've been with the same people.
Uh-huh.
So
That's-
that'll be fun
yeah.
to go somewhere new.
It's fairly normal. It's fairly standard.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know, the percentage is probably lower than we think of people who say they stay in the same school system, but it's high enough that very relatable. Lots and lots of people
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. So school starts again on Tuesday. Are you worried about it?
I am not worried about myself, but I do
Mhm.
think that we're gonna have another outbreak
How come? Why do you think that?
because they're not changing everything. We tried it once. It didn't like it lasted longer than I thought, I'll admit that. But like eventually it just a lot of people got it. And what do they think is gonna happen now? Like I know that a lot of people would be really mad about this, but sports is the main reason that people got COVID.
I
That's
don't
where
think people would be
everybody got
mad
it.
about that.
Uh,
No, I think people would be
Very disappointed.
if sports got canceled.
Yeah.
They would be mad about that and they would be disappointed. But I don't think they'd be mad that you said that.
Oh.
I mean, there is in your
That's
school.
what I meant. Like at my school.
Yeah, not everywhere.
Yeah.
But in your school currently, one of the issues, and not the only issue, but one of the issue was things spread through, apparently, sporting events.
Yeah.
Or more specifically, maybe getting together outside of school, riding the bus together, maybe practicing together, maybe whatever. There's no way to really know.
Yeah.
But you think just canceling sports would help?
Yeah, and I mean, like they're not gonna do that, but I just know
I
that.
don't know.
And also, there's another thing that I was thinking. Oh yeah, I've been saying this since day one. I just wish we could do it the high schoolers so you can go hybrid.
Hybrid every other day.
Yeah.
But the high schoolers do sports too, and they've had a couple of issues with their
Yeah, but not
sporting
as many at all.
teams. Certainly not as many.
They only have like 3 current cases, I think, or something.
Mhm. So in general, the schools have been doing really, really, really well.
Yeah.
Actually, considering the incredible amount of cases we had here in this county, where we are, and the fact that people were getting together every day at school and then going home to their families and their friends and then coming back to school. Schools must be doing a pretty good job in the classroom after those
Yeah.
first couple of days that I know you were
Yeah, they
worried
definitely
about
are.
things, but people adjusted to it. I know Isaac and Amaya have adjusted to it. They wear their masks all day. They don't move from their desk and they don't complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just school. It didn't take long.
Yeah.
It's way different, but it's just school at this point. So, and as long as people, I don't know. Yeah, we can talk about this all day. Let's. It's October. Yeah,
Fall.
if fall, you love fall. We kind of decorated for fall a little bit around the house. We've got the beetles outside on the
Oh, yeah.
siding, and they're kind of gross and smelly when you go out. So that's a sign of fall.
Yes.
What do you love about fall?
Fall isn't my favorite season.
Oh, it isn't.
My favorite season is Christmas season. Like that's
It's not a season.
It's not technically a season, but like it
Okay.
is. And then I
Mhm.
like spring too because I just like the transfer from winter to summer. I don't know why. I just really do.
Well, I think everybody kind of enjoys the idea of, I've had enough of the cold and the bundling up and the needing to have extra things all the time and needing to worry about, do I need a hat and I need gloves and I need
Yeah.
extra layers. And finally,
I
you
just
get
like
to
spring.
get rid of it. It does feel good. It does feel good. So also October scary movies. Couple people in this house really, really, really love scary movies. Yeah, I like them.
I love
They're
horror
fine.
movies.
What's your favorite horror movie? So you say horror movies. I'm not huge into horror movies. I like a scary movie. I like a thriller. I like a lot of tension and it's going to build. But
I like both.
yeah, but a slasher movie where there's a serial killer and it's whatever. No, they're fine.
I like that.
But,
My favorites are Lights Out, which is actually like one of the first horror movies that I ever watched.
Okay.
But it was like one of Alexis's favorites, and
mhm.
we watched it together, and it was really good. I really like that
So
one.
Lights Out.
I've watched it like 4 times. And then I like the movie, this one's on Netflix. It's called Hush.
I've heard that's really good.
Yeah.
The main character's deaf, right? Isn't
Yes.
that part of the...
Yeah, she's deaf,
Part
and
of
then
this
she lives in
plot.
the middle of the woods by herself.
Curious call there. Normally people who have like really sensitive hearing would want to live out in the woods by themselves because then they get the peace and quiet. It seems like the opposite
I don't know.
idea. But
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good one
pretty
because
good.
those are your favorite scary movies. Do you like Halloween movies like Hocus Pocus?
Oh, a new Halloween movie just came out today, and it has super good actors, and I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Okay, what's it called? We're gonna have a full report next ENT on this new movie with super good actors in it.
It's called Hubie something.
Hubie something.
Hubie Bowling. I don't know what the
Like the name of a person, or that's no, you don't know.
Hubie's the name of the person.
Hubie's the name of a person, and it's scary, or it's a Halloween.
I don't know. I think it's just Halloween, but it came out on Netflix, and it's supposedly really good, and it has a lot of really good actors.
Okay.
So I'm excited to watch that.
All right, I'm excited to watch it too. My trivia group that gets together once a week, we always do a movie that we watch, and so we decided to do scary movies this month. So I'm gonna be watching at least 4 scary movies, and I have to pick one scary movie to have everybody watch. So I have to think about, we could use some comments. Best scary movie. Now they also don't like slasher movies or the extreme ones like Saw. And have you seen that? Have you seen Saw? Good. Those are. There's not a lot of value in those kind of gross out or extreme horror movies. But we're watching Cabin in the Woods.
I've heard about that. but I've
Yeah,
never
from
watched
from
it.
the beginning so far, I think you'd really be interested in it. It seems like it would connect with you. It's by the writer and director is a guy named Joss Whedon, and he's done a lot of stuff that you've heard of, and then you would kind of be interested in if you. Firefly is the name of a show that you would really like. Isaac would really like Firefly. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Things like that. So it's a Joss Whedon movie. You know what I've been excited about lately?
What?
Every once in a while, I'll be upstairs, it'll be quiet, and I'll hear a guitar. Somebody picked up the guitar again, though you do need to tune it. I can hear that it's
Oh, it's perfectly tuned right now.
Oh, well, maybe right now it is. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The first day that I played it, I was struggling because I couldn't find the right note for one of them. But then I went on this website and it helped me, and now it's good.
So how often are you practicing? Every day? You picking it up every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
But it's
about
only
that.
been like 4 days.
I know, but 4 days is the start of 40 days. You can't get to 40 days without 4.
I actually today, I was listening to a song, and I went in the comments, and this really good guitar player commented, and he put all of the notes to that song for guitar.
All the chords?
Yeah, and like there was like the top comment, so I screenshotted it, and I'm gonna try it tonight.
Oh, what's the name of the song?
I don't even remember.
What you-
By Lady Antebellum. Or Lady
okay,
A.
sure. Yeah. So what you should also do is, for sure, there's 3 or 4 different people who have done a YouTube tutorial
Yeah.
about how to play it.
But
And take it slow. It takes
I
3
already-
weeks to get anywhere close to actually feeling like it sounds like the actual
YouTube
song.
videos though,
Uh-huh.
I can't follow those. They go so slow. So I just
Oh, do
I
they
look
get
it up
annoying?
on Google, and I just figure it out by myself with my book.
That's fine. And then
Yeah.
have the YouTube video on in the back, and then when they get going, then you play along with them. That's what works for me.
I just play
Because
the song and then
Because
play
I
along
also
with the
do that.
song.
I fast forward through the first,
Yeah.
where they explain what the chord is and what the strumming pattern is. Like, yeah, I'll get that. I can hear that.
Yeah.
Show me how it goes. Let me watch and hear you. More for me, it's more hearing it. When I hear how it sounds, somebody and the transitions are going, then I can pick it up. So I'm gonna have to pick up guitar too. It's been a long time since I played anything other than doing it to annoy you.
Yeah.
Because man, does that work well. You
Oh
do
my
not like it
gosh.
when I pick up a guitar. As soon as I look at the guitar, you go like, no, Dad. And I've maybe done it 3 times in the last 6 months. Why is that so annoying to
I
you?
don't even know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. You can play the guitar, but like, I don't know.
But don't bug you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we need to practice our song again though. We should do that a couple of times. We were getting really good.
We were.
When we did that for a couple of weeks in a row, we were getting really good. All right, it's been 15 minutes of preamble here.
All right. Let's get
I'm
some
T, by the way.
questions. Oh, and I'm E.
So let's get to the mailbag.
All right.
Who'd you get mailbag questions from this week?
So one of them is from Mom, cause
Oh yeah,
she requested it.
she did, and she's kind of already. We should have talked about it 3 days ago. It already feels like it's.
Yeah, and then
I got
the
my
other
notes gonna-
two I just got on my own.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. So you can go first then. How many did you have?
3.
3. I also have. I have 2.5, but I can turn one into a different kind of question. So.
Okay. If you could learn the answer to one question about the future, what would it be?
If I could learn the answer to one question about the future, just one question.
One question about the future. I already have an answer.
Okay, give me just a second to answer before you give your answer,
Yeah,
and
because
then
I want you to tell me. Your
and then do the
answer.
anchoring effect on me, right? Do you know what that is?
No.
Anchoring effect is as soon as somebody gives an opinion, everybody else's opinion or answer or whatever is based around that. That is the
Exactly.
anchor where we build out from, and you don't get better answers. That's why sometimes teachers especially be like, everybody write it down
Yeah.
and now share.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody just share, because then you do not get as good answers.
Mm-hmm.
So, one question about the future.
Mm-hmm.
My first tendency is just to go really selfish and just ask a question of just to, man, would I
Whatever you
really even
want.
want to know the answer? But just to ask questions about the health and happiness of my family. That's probably not what I would ask if I had only one question, though. I would change my mind and not be so selfish. Oh, you could also ask, what is the, what should what would be the best investment, right? What would be the way, because then you could be financially secure for forever, or you could be advanced in some sort. Man, that's a tough question. One question? I want a series of questions.
Would you like me to?
Yeah, you can do it now, because now I got a couple.
My answer would be I wouldn't want to know anything.
What?
That's
Look at you.
Because that's kind of the point of life, is you never know what happens next. So you just keep living each day, not knowing what's going to happen in the future. And that's what makes it so exciting.
But you wouldn't want to know anything.
Nothing.
That's an interesting answer. I'm not sure I totally believe you. I like it as a philosophical idea, like I'm going to throw out the idea that I don't want to know any answer. But is it? Oh, man.
I mean, obviously I would want to know things, but I wouldn't really, because that would just kind of, I don't know, that would just kind of ruin it. That's my opinion.
I like it. It's a great answer. I wish I would have come up with it and then made you react to that answer instead.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would ask, now I'm asking like an all-seeing, all-knowing being, or like a globe that's just going to give me the answer that I ask for. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would ask, what can I do that would be the most helpful over the next 10 years?
That's a good one.
Right? And the thing might be, well, you can right now go and you can make sure that this person is never born, because that's going to be a big problem in the future. That would be right. It's kind of the if you could change the past kind of thing, right?
All right. Who are your questions?
Okay, my questions are from Tim Dale. And probably one of the reasons why I just said that last comment is because I just read one of his questions. And that was fresh in my mind. And it's got a future, past, changing kind of thing that I thought about a little bit. So Tim Dale's one of my trivia group. He's a good friend of ours. He's got a daughter who you're peripheral friends with. When we get together, you guys get along really well. You play your Roblox game sometimes, but not lately.
We haven't.
Not at all lately.
I actually deleted it off my phone because I hadn't played it in like weeks. So I was like, it's just not.
I'm gonna have to tell
doing
Ellie.
anything.
Ellie's probably been sending friend requests over and over and over. And
Oh
thinks
no,
you
we
hate
have a
them.
group chat that we text on if we want to play Roblox, and I would download it if they wanted to like play it again, but we just haven't played it in a long time, so I just decided to delete it.
Then
Takes up a lot of
then they
storage.
have a son that's the same age as Isaac.
They get
And
along
they get
really
along.
well together.
Tim teaches at the university, and he and I are really good friends. So, his first question, I'm going to change it because his first question is a hot dog a sandwich? And I think it's the third time now that we've had somebody submit a question that says, is a hot dog a sandwich? And my question, my way I'm going to change it to you is, why do you think people are so fascinated by that particular question? Give me your opinion on the hot dog sandwich question.
So my grade, I don't know if it's like a lot of people in like that are like my age, but in my grade, the big question that people always like want to argue about is like if we're trying to like start a conversation and like argue and stuff, then they'll ask, is water wet? And that's like a huge thing. And I don't know why they ask that so often, but I think it's just fun to hear people's opinions and why they think that, because it's just such dumb questions, but it's just kind of fun to talk about. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's the idea with the hot dog is sandwich thing too, is that it's really easy to feel like you can give a clever counterpoint to whatever somebody brings up. If I say, no, it's not, you can say, yeah, but what about it? If I say, it's not, you can say, right, you can go back and forth and feel like you're making legitimate kind of silly, but points on each side. So it's kind of a fun type of thing to ask. So definitive answer is a hot dog a sandwich? No.
It's its own breed.
That's right. A hot dog's a hot dog. All right, what do you got?
Okay. Next question is, a portal to another dimension opens.
Oh, I like this question.
And you know nothing about what's on the other side. Would you walk through?
I have an answer.
I have an answer too.
Okay, go. You go.
I think I would take someone with me, so that buddy system, you know, and yeah, of course, because then you'd live the rest of your life wondering, and that would kill me.
Okay.
Because like what all those
that would kill me
questions.
Because my answer is going to be no, and I think it's because I have too much responsibility to other people that are here. And if I go to this other dimension and I get stuck in the dimension or something goes wrong or whatever, or if I love it there and I never come back, all of those things, I abandon
everybody else.
What I have dedicated myself to here currently. In the past, I would have said yes.
Responsibility, but like me, I'm 13, and
that's what I'm saying. In the past, I'd have said yes. I'd have said, yeah, I'll go. That sounds amazing. I will do it in a second. Which buddy would you take? You said buddy system. I'm taking somebody with me. Who are you taking?
Whoever wants to.
Oh, that's not an answer. Now you're stuck with Isaac.
So
he's gonna go in there on fire. He's gonna be picking up whatever it is and throwing a dodgeball at the first thing that comes to him. I'm not sure that's what you want.
Honestly, I would take someone that's responsible, someone that would also want to do it and would want to explore.
Okay. Someone
that's brave and strong. So honestly, the person that's in my head right now is Claire. She's like,
I was just gonna ask, would you think you'd want to take another kid, or do you think you'd want to take an adult?
Definitely a kid. I feel
definitely a kid.
Like I have a lot of friends, but like I feel like out of all of them, Claire's like definitely like the most adventurous and like
Claire would be a good person to take with.
yeah.
I'm with you on that's a good answer. Your friend Claire will be a fantastic one to take through the portal.
Yeah.
Take through the portal.
Because she's also very independent.
Have you ever watched the show Rick and Morty?
No.
Have you ever heard of the show Rick and Morty? It seems like, ask your class the next time you have a class discussion if the boys have watched Rick and Morty. It seems like a very, like, 13-year-old boys would love this particular show because it's mostly framed toward adults.
Okay.
And so they would really find it interesting and fascinating and funny and clever and all these different things. Rick and Morty. I'm not sure you would like it. It's about, they go through dimensions all the time. They have a portal gun and they shoot that thing and they go through it, and then they're in a dimension where, I mean, it gets really crazy. Really,
All right.
really crazy.
Next
So,
question.
Rick and Morty. All right, next question. Would you rather be able to see the future or change the past?
Change the past.
You don't want to see the future. You already answered that. What would you change in the past?
I don't know. Like, I'm 13. I don't think I could really change that much because I've only been on Earth for 13 years, but
So you can change anything, though.
yeah.
I think you have a magical power. It's a fantastical hypothetical where you go back, you can change anything you want.
That'd be so hard. That's such a hard question because, like, I have no clue. Like, the little things don't matter. Like, you're going to live your life and you're going to have experiences, but, like, I don't know.
I definitely would choose see the future.
Okay.
100%. Now, just one question, that's too hard. Now, if it was only one question, man, there's too much to know. But if I could see the future, that would be a fantastic superpower. That'd be better than like invisibility or flying or super strength or being able to multiply, whatever. Being able to see the future. All right, what do you got? What's your next one?
Okay, this one is the one from Mom, and this is politics, so there's your warning.
Okay, so wait a minute. Why did you roll your eyes on that?
Politics?
Politics.
It's a mess.
Okay.
I don't know.
So ask the question, and then maybe I'll ask some follow-ups on that.
What are your thoughts about, like, the Trump getting corona and having privileges that other people don't get and all that stuff? Like, you can go off of that and stuff, but that's the question.
Okay, so what do I think? I think I'm sort of surprised it took this long, considering the way he was conducting himself and ignoring the advice of medical professionals. We've seen here in our town what happens.
Yeah.
People come together, and he's coming together with all kinds of people from all kinds of places. So I'm really kind of amazed it took this long.
I know.
To be
it's been
honest.
a long time.
But I was not surprised at all to hear the news. And then I was even less surprised to hear that, oh, you know what? Not only him, but X, Y, Z,
Honestly,
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and another major political figure today as well.
I saw this thing, and it said more people in the White House have corona than all of New Zealand.
Yeah. So
I honestly,
I'm
when
kind
I
of
heard
bummed.
it, I just kind of laughed. I was like, yeah.
I think that I don't think you're alone in that. Yeah, right. To go, yeah, I'm not surprised. Gets together with a lot of people all the time and doesn't really care. The thing about now, all kinds of people have it and spread. That's frustrating, and I think it's very disappointing. Because it's the whole thing we've been trying to do, and that doctors and scientists have been trying to tell people since it started, was that it's the way that it is different than the flu is that it is so much more contagious. It is so much easier to get, right? And I don't know why people don't believe them, because everywhere you go, every country you look at, every county, every time, that's what happens. So her question, I remember, was he got access to a certain type of treatment.
That's
And
right,
she
like
knows way
privileges.
more about it and can get into the intricacies of it. But he got access to a certain type of treatment that is not available and isn't normally used in somebody showing only mild symptoms like he had.
Mm-hmm.
And her question was, well, how do you feel about that? Why should special privileges be given? Why shouldn't we have the same? Why shouldn't we have a standard and then you meet that standard? Why? What do you think of that?
Money, authority.
What about money and authority?
He is the president and he is very powerful,
Okay.
obviously. And I'm assuming that all of the doctors and stuff supported him. And so they obviously were willing. And he has loads and loads of money. And I think that gives him a ton more privilege.
100%, absolutely it does. I guess the question is, should it?
No.
And I think I have two different answers. I think him having money shouldn't give him the privilege.
Mm-mm.
That shouldn't be, it is currently, right? That shouldn't be something that gives him privilege or access to better or more, right? We should have equal access, or at least the idea of equal access. It's never going to be completely equal because of where you are and how many people and all of that. So we're definitely willing to recognize the differences there. But the fact that he's the president, I think, is a different type of privilege that we should give better, faster, more available medical treatment to the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that, like, I don't know.
Well, what you're saying, I think what you're getting at is the idea that if
That
you
he's
go to
so
the hospital and he goes to the hospital at the same time, you arrive 5 seconds before he does, you should get treated first. Just because a certain person has a whole bunch of money doesn't mean they should jump the line or get treatment before you or better treatment because of you, and you shouldn't be pushed aside.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the money privilege kind of thing. And I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Right? But the idea that we treat the president a little bit differently than we treat other people, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, of course, because he's the leader of the country, so
That's right.
obviously he has to be respected more and given more
And then
privileges.
you threw in a little bit of a personal barb there.
What?
He's so selfish.
Okay.
I know. I'm just.
Sorry, Trump supporters, but
that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna just let that. I don't know.
I don't mean it just because of that, but
No, I understand.
situations.
You are certainly not alone in that line of thinking. There are lots and lots of people who feel that description is an accurate and fair description.
all right.
So,
Move on.
yeah, move on. Would you rather fight a lion-sized squirrel or 20 squirrel-sized lions? A big squirrel.
Probably.
I mean, a lion-sized squirrel, it's not that big. Lions are big, but they're like...
Probably a big squirrel because they're scared of you.
Oh, you think the squirrel will be scared of you? You think you
Well,
could just
okay,
go,
well, actually,
and then run away like the squirrels around here do?
Since it's going to be so big, it probably would have more bravery. But, well, what would you think? Would you think the squirrel would act the same?
I think it's a squirrel. So I think it's going to act like a squirrel.
Yeah, then probably a big lion-sized squirrel because a lion, like lions are big, but they're not like whoa big. So
They're not elephants.
yeah, so
Yeah. I get you there.
Probably just
I think I'm going to 20 squirrel-sized lions.
you could just outrun them, honestly. I mean, you could
No, I don't know.
escape.
Can you outrun a squirrel?
Actually no, but
Not
like
really.
you could escape from them easily.
I feel like I could use some strategy and do some stuff.
Yeah.
and be effective. I don't feel like I could be effective against a squirrel, a lion-sized squirrel.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd hit it
don't
upside the head and it would just go, right? And I'd be like, well, that's all I got. So, good luck. Good luck to you. The other ones, I feel like I could do some damage. We're like, okay, I damaged this one. I damaged that one. I got other ones here, but I think I could. I feel like I'd have a chance. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. All right. What you got? Last question, or you're done?
That's it.
Okay, so I have one more question here, and I love this question. It's a great one. It says, what movie should have a Lego version? You know, they have Lego Batman,
Oh, yeah.
Lego Ninjago, and Lego, what else do they have? They have lots of Lego video games, but we're looking at a Lego movie. Like, you would be like, oh, I'm in on a Lego.
I don't know.
So have you seen any of the Lego movies? Do you know what, like, the concept of
Yeah.
having a Lego
When I
version is?
babysat for Greg's kids, we
yeah.
watched the Lego movie.
Oh, just the Lego movie. Lego is the...
No, it was Lego Batman.
Okay. So you understand that what they do is they take a Lego version is they take the movie and they kind of a little bit of a spoof of the original movie and a little bit of a twist on the original movie and a little bit kidded, right? More appropriate for children, but with like adult humor in it, right? So it's a twist. It's not the same movie. You're not just recreating the movie.
Ooh.
I have a great answer that I thought you would come up with. I think you'll agree with me on it, but it's not my
I want to hear it.
answer. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
If they did Lego Harry Potter,
Oh
people
my
would
gosh,
go
that's
crazy.
the best answer.
It would break all the records.
That totally would.
It would break
That'd be
every
so
record
good.
in Hollywood. Lego Harry Potter. I would rather see Lego The Hobbit. So The Hobbit is a Lord of the Rings movie, and it's a fantastic book. And then the movie version is literally 9 hours long. It's three-hour movies based on like a 200-page book that's really tailored toward kids.
My gosh.
You cannot watch it. It is just a slog. It's way too much. They need to do a Lego version. There was a cartoon version like back in the 70s that was really, really well done. They should Lego movie The Hobbit. People would love it. People would start reading that book again and they would be interested in it. And then nobody would ever talk about the Peter Jackson version of The Hobbit ever again. Because we all pretend like it doesn't exist anyway. What do you got going on this week? We gotta wrap it up here. Long weekend. You were gonna walk us through quickly a 13-year-old long weekend in 2020.
Yes.
Real quick.
Okay.
It's gonna be nice though. Good weather.
Friday.
Friday.
Sleep until probably like 8:30.
You got school.
I don't sleep that long. I meant Saturday.
Okay.
I meant Saturday school. Saturday, sleep until probably 8:30. I don't sleep in that long. Then, probably if it's gonna be nice out, try and get outside a little bit. Relax for a bit, hang out with friends.
All right. Yeah.
It's not that exciting, guys.
But
it's really not.
You were also going so slow to it. This is when I'm going to sleep till. I was thinking you were going to tell us then you're going to eat breakfast. And there you go.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay. But do you have
Sunday,
anything special planned? Like, oh my gosh, I got a 3-day weekend. I have to.
No.
Give a full report on this Halloween movie.
Just get ready for.
Got to watch this Halloween movie, whatever
yeah.
it is, and give a full report.
And then get ready for school Tuesday.
Get ready for school Tuesday. Right on. Do it, E. I'm T.
And I'm E.
Later.